Relearning how to walk. One of my favorite things that constantly pops up in my head throughout the day. I do it when I walk with my fiance Britt. I do it when I walk my dogs. I do it when I'm walking at the gym. It constantly pops up into my head. So here's what I want you to think about. It's just maintaining what we learned while standing and then applying it in more locomotive pattern. So what I mean by that is I find my bows, my belly bow, my upper back bow, my neck bow. My feet are pointed straight forward. And then here's the main first thing that I want you to think about. How do my feet spin? We know that they should be pointed straight forward now, right? But how do my feet spin? Do they stay rotated out and pivot out, okay? Or do I pivot inward? I'm over-exaggerating now, but does my foot spin in as I walk? This is the pattern. Again, this is over-exaggerated, but this is the pattern that I want, not this. This is using my lower back, right? So if I'm walking, and this is going to follow along, but if I'm walking, even if my feet point straight forward and I turn out, I'm just getting a little bit more lower back to do my movement. That's not great. What I want to do instead is think about doing that slight turn in. This slight turn in, where I'm pushing off this outside upper portion of my foot right here, this is what keeps me in this strong position. So again, if I turn around, I come back. This is what keeps me using my glute, my hamstrings, and my core as I walk forward, instead of watching my back, or spinning my foot out. So again, this is going to be the bad one, right? This one you can kind of see I have more of a sway. My back's going to get used more. But what I want to be able to do is get that turn in. It's much more controlled when I walk that way, and I'm in a significantly better position as I go. So that's going to be what I want you to think about when it comes to relearning how to walk. That's going to be our first part. My toes stay straight forward. I have my bows. We learned that from standing, but now it's, am I pivoting in? That will be essentially the beginning of your exploring. I'll have some other things that can give you a little bit more in depth, but that has been the main thing that has made such a dramatic difference in how I walk and how I feel up the chain. My knees feel less stiff, my back feels less stiff, and I feel significantly more comfortable when I have to walk long distances, and that's where we'll begin.